What's up, Fruities? It's Caden coming at you on a Friday. How weird is this? It's throwing my schedule all off. Only I would have gotten a sub for Wednesday, but I really wanted to respond to this topic because I wanted to tell you guys how my first kiss with a girl nearly turned me straight. And I say straight because at the time I was female-bodied and female-identified for all I knew. And I was kissing a girl, therefore it was a lesbian kiss, but this chick, she nearly turned me off girls for life. The year was 2005, I was 13, she was 15. My age to her is Ozfest. For those of you who aren't familiar with what Ozfest is, it was or is, I'm not sure if it's still going on. It's kind of like the hardcore version of Bamboozle. I don't think I was even out as being a full-blown lesbian yet. I think I was still in that like baby step of identifying as bisexual, but not really bisexual. Her name was... I can't remember her name. Her name was Sarah? Or Sam? Something with an S. And she was the coolest. She had those girl, like, Hot Topic type black pants with things and rivets and zippers in random places, and she was wearing a tank top. She had hair that had different colors in it. She was just so cool. So we had started to hang out during the main stage, so a little bit later in the day, probably around like 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. And we spent the whole time during the main stage together, her and her super cool friends and me being awkward and 13. And somehow it got brought up that she had kissed a girl before. Having never met a real-life queer person before, let alone a teenage good-looking lesbian who talked to me, I was mind blown. So we ended up holding hands during Ozzy, and he was the last person to go on. He was the main act, you know, Ozzy Osbourne, Ozfest. Obviously he's the main act. And I don't know how it happened. I just got this, like, burst of confidence and just went in to kiss her. And shockingly enough, she kissed me back. And we started, like, making out, sort of, but not really, because I didn't know what I was doing. And this is the part where she turns me straight. This chick bites my lip so hard that I start to bleed. My lip, like, right here, is bleeding. And I started to get really scared because I didn't know what to do. I had come to Ozfest with my mom. Like, how am I going to explain my bleeding lip to my mom? And I ran away from her and never talked to her again. 13-year-old mind decided that all lesbians must kiss like that. Therefore, I became scared of lesbians for like a month. But they don't. And I had another kiss. It was much better. Much better. I'm kind of upset that I didn't have a good first girl kiss. I mean, I had higher expectations for myself. But oh well. Peace, guys. Have a good week.